Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 93 of the Glory Hunter career mode, returning again today with our new Nottingham Forest side, as we're going to look to make some more inroads at the beginning of the Premier League season, and also see if we can continue our progress in the Carabao Cup. That is where we start today with a home tie against Crystal Palace, who we dispatched of pretty comfortably in the league already this season. So hoping for another win and making it to the fourth round. Alright then, here we go guys. Crystal Palace in the third round of the Carabao Cup. We've made a 100% start in all competitions to start the season off. We're looking really good. So yeah, hoping for another win here. Could be a chance for new signing Arnaut Calimuendo, and it's a big save. Here's Ravella into Calimuendo. Now Neves. Arnaut on the run again. On his right foot again. This time palmed away by the keeper for a corner. Neves swings it in. Godfrey looking to attack it. Out to Calimuendo again. Oh, it's a great strike from range. And he could have had a hat-trick inside 12 minutes on his debut. Neves does well to win that high up the pitch. Now Ravella into Gibbs White. Has Luis Diaz, who scored at Selhurst Park, out wide. Now it's infield and it's in. And Arnaut gets his goal. Calimuendo, on his first start for the club, at the fourth time of asking, opens the scoring. He's made a brilliant start. Had done everything but find the back of the net, and this time it does find its way in. Here's Diallo on the edge of the box. Oh, and it's in. We nearly messed it up from the short goal kick. Neves did enough to hold on to it. And it finds its way to Amad Diallo, who scores his first goal for the club since signing in the summer. Gibbs White into a little pocket of space. As Ravella in support. Calimuendo on the run. Looking for a brace on his debut, and he's got it. Brilliant strike, and this is exactly what we were looking for from our new man up top. And there is the full-time whistle. It's a pretty convincing third round victory for Nottingham Forest. Chance of can we play you every week coming from the home stands. And we'll be in the hat for the fourth round. Calimuendo with a brace on his debut. And a perfect way to start the episode. So back to matters in the league now, where we travel to Villa Park to face a struggling Aston Villa side at the beginning of the season. Just the one victory so far. But before that, let's see who it is we will face in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. And it will be Liverpool away at Anfield. Tough trip there away to Liverpool. Of course, not a trophy that we have to win this year, but it would be nice to go on a decent run. Still a couple of teams from the lower division, so hopefully we can get through that. I'd imagine it would fall over the next month or so, but let's jump into this next one against Villa away at Villa Park. We've obviously made a brilliant start to life in the Premier League this season. The question is, how long can we keep it up? As Lay comes inside and hits it just wide of the post. Villa have started brightly here. Here's Bruno Guimaraes, gives it away to Austin Brighton. Now Kefren looking to get Karim Adeyemi away down this right hand side. We know he's got the beating of most players in the league. Karim dinks one into the middle. It's just over Joseph. Kefren will get it down to Brennan Johnson, whose half volley is just wide of the post. It's been a good opening 20 minutes here from both sides. Still no goals yet, and Brennan's shot fires just wide of the post. Now Taylor can get it forward quickly to Brennan. So much space for Karim Adeyemi out wide. He gets away from his man, Karim Adeyemi. Joseph in support. Oh, it's a brilliant save by Pavlov. Pau Torres will keep this alive here. Joseph round the corner. Kefren, there's the opener. Kefren Turan finds it. We've been probing the last 10 minutes or so. And finally we have our goal. Little ball round the corner, and Kefren Turan, who's made such a good start to the season. Joseph's on the run again. Brilliant ball by Brennan. Up against Demiral. Comes infield, finds Karim Adeyemi to hit one. Deflection. Nearly took it over the top of Pavlov, who's been called into action a couple of times already in this first half. Been a brilliant opening 45 here. And we're looking to score a second before the break. Kefren's header just over the top. Adeyemi gets it into Joseph. Looks for the return. Brennan dinks it out to Kvaratskhelia. And he just hasn't been able to find his feet in the early stages of this season. Brennan Johnson keeps it alive. Adeyemi. Now Kefren. Back to Karim. Has Joseph in support. Surely for two. And it's those two again. Karim Adeyemi to Joseph Leahy. And Nottingham Forest looks set for another 3 points at the beginning of this Premier League season. Gibbs White again. Taylor behind him. Joseph on the run in behind. Joseph for three. It's found its way in. This man just has a habit of scoring goals on that get in behind tactic. He is just causing so much trouble to Premier League defences. 3 points in the bag now. And there is the full-time whistle. It's another clean sheet for Nottingham Forest to kick off the campaign. And another 3 points. 6 games undefeated in the league so far. And Aston Villa, fair play to them, put up a good fight in the first half. But we controlled things in the second. 2 goals from Joseph saw off the game. And Nottingham Forest continue their march to the top of the table. As we know, in the Premier League, the games come thick and fast. So on to the next one here. At home to Burnley, currently sat in 19th place before kickoff. So this is one that should be a banker, which means it's probably the one we're going to lose because that's how FIFA works. Good victory in the last game, looking to carry that on today into this one. Joseph might fancy a go here. Not being closed down, and it was travelling that. That's a good ball into Scott Twine. And good build up this as one shot is blocked and Mendes forced into the save on the rebound. Not happy with his defence. And Burnley looking to cause an upset here. Pereira swings the corner in. It's a free header. And Mendes is again forced into action. Austin Bryan does well to intercept. And has Karim Adeyemi storming down the right-hand side. Looks to dink one into Joseph. It's a good header as he had to generate the pace and power. And it's turned away by Velasco. Brennan swings the corner in. Adeyemi attacks it. And we're getting closer to that opener. Well, we created a few decent chances in that first half. But Burnley have stuck in well for a side that have struggled to kick off this campaign. Need to find the goal to get the opener, and I think once we get it we will be able to see the game out. We just need that first to then kick on and secure the victory. I do feel there will be a goal in this one. 15 to play. Brennan looks for Joseph, and now Kefren. Brennan in support. Surely there's the opener, and it's the captain Brennan Johnson who finds it. Adeyemi into Morgan Gibbs White. Huge chance for two. An MGW off the bench seals it. In the 90th minute, Burnley pushing bodies forward. Couldn't find the equaliser. It's a nice little 1-2 between Gibbs White and Adeyemi, and the Englishman couldn't really miss. That will do it. It will be another 3 points for Forest. Not as convincing as we would have liked, but we get the result and the job done regardless. Alright then guys, another game against one of the sides down at the bottom of the league, but it's Fulham who were, if you can cast your mind back to when we were at Chelsea, our absolute bogey team. I think they picked up 4 points against us in the 2 league games when we were at Chelsea, and we really struggled against them. So they've had a tough start to the year, but I'm definitely not going to write Fulham off considering the history. Colombian fighting for it down in the corner, keeps the ball in play. Diaz across to Joseph, and Fulham have shot themselves in the foot. Terrible from the defender, trying to be clever and shepherd the ball out of play, and Luis Diaz was having none of it. Given the start today and repaying my faith with a really important assist across to Joseph, who couldn't miss. And he's got another, I think that's now 11 for the season for the Senegalese striker, Kefren. Really enjoying him in this box-to-box role. Still, Kefren through to Joseph. Can he get his second? It's a good save, but really Joseph should have finished that off. Corner will be swung in by Karim Adeyemi, looking for Pau Torres, who gets up. It's a brilliant header and a combination of keeper and defender keep it out. Karim again looking for Pau Torres, and this one is a lot tamer and gathered by the keeper. Vrancic, who was really good against us last year. Shot comes in. Took it early, Pat Wimmer. And Mendes had to get across to make the save. Got a lot of power behind it. And Mendes palms it behind for the corner. Fulham looking a little bit dangerous when they come forward. Vrancic headed away by Chilwell at the near post. Joseph clattered. Nothing given, and now Fulham will have a free kick on the edge. And we're struggling to deal with Fulham going a little bit more route one. Crowd getting behind them. Kefren, Brennan gets it through to Karim Adeyemi. Great opportunity this. Karim finishes it off for two. Just before the break in front of the Fulham fans, Karim makes it two, and that could be the dagger. Here comes Alan Varela. Loses out to Romero, and now Kefren striding forward as Joseph in support. Great opportunity for a third here. Joseph has Brennan in support and will find him. 4-3, and we scored just before the half-time whistle, and we've added a third just after it. Brennan scoring in back-to-back Premier League games, and that will be the points in the bag again. This Forest team is just so enjoyable to use. But I'm looking for a goal here. Was that onside? It was. No, it was not. Brilliant strike past the dive of Romero and Mendes, but Fulham's celebrations cut short. Brennan, Kefren on the run. Brilliant movement, and Kefren Turan makes it 4. As easy as that. Fulham falling apart. Brennan on the move again. Oh, it's just too easy for us. Brennan, Kefren, it's 5. This man is so perfect for that box-to-box role. I'm so glad he was here when we signed. 2 goals in 2 minutes for our box-to-box midfielder. And we are just running away with things. Fulham were in the game at 1-0 just before the break, and they've completely capitulated. Fulham looking to create something here. Oh, runner through the middle. Torres isn't going to get there, and we're going to lose the clean sheet. Alan Varela gets a consolation. Didn't go with the run, and it's 5-1. Well, there is the whistle. Fulham got that consolation with 15 to go, so we lose the clean sheet, which is rather frustrating, but it's been a brilliant start to the season, and we pick up another 3 points here at the Cottage to continue our march at the top. Alright then guys, well this is an interesting one. It's my former team Chelsea, the team that I had European success with in the Champions League. We're welcoming them to the City ground. They've had a pretty decent start to the campaign, currently sat in 3rd place behind Liverpool and then of course ourselves. Of course, we've been so free scoring in this system. We've been keeping clean sheets for fun. Whether we'll be able to keep one today, I'm not sure, as this is going to be a really tough test. And against the 5 at the back, we'll see how our new system works out. Turnovers are going to be so important in this clash. Romero, Joseph, Kefren, into Taylor. Joseph on the run. Can he finish? Yes, he can. And Nottingham Forest lead inside the opening quarter of an hour. And that's going to fall for Brennan Johnson. Great opportunity. Kefren. And saved by Aaron Ramsdale. Bit of a mix-up in the Chelsea penalty area there. And they just about get away with it, with Ramsdale making an important save. There is the half-time whistle. It's only 1-0 that we lead. And Chelsea well and truly still in this game. Johnson. Little flick round the corner from Joseph, and Kvaratskhelia in behind. Not been prolific to start the campaign off. Kvaratskhelia bends it home for 2. And the Georgian notches up potentially his first goal in the league this season. The dynamic duo has been Adeyemi and Joseph. This time Joseph links up with his other winger. And KK77 makes it 2. What a brilliant little run. This is what we've seen from him at Napoli in real life last year. And extends our lead to 2. Brilliant, brilliant goal on the break. And Chilwell can clear to Kvaratskhelia, who's got the freedom of the City ground to run into. Declan Rice getting back now, but still Kvaratskhelia a little bit of confidence since the goal, and forces the save from Ramsdale, who shovels it behind for the corner. Corner will be swung in by Brennan Johnson. Into Leslie! With his first touch since coming onto the field, scores against the team that he's now moved to in real life. The young Frenchman gets his head on it. He is a bit of a unit and heads past Aaron Ramsdale to make it 3, and that will be the 3 points in the bag. Well, that looks as if it will do it. It's going to be another 3 points and another clean sheet for Nottingham Forest. Big win against my former team at home at the City Ground. And we just keep marching on in the league. Still undefeated. Of course, now the only undefeated side left in the league. And the Chelsea players not very happy with each other at the end of the game there. A brilliant victory for us nonetheless. And we will close out the episode with this away trip to Anfield in the Carabao Cup 4th round. Alright then guys, pressure's off for this one. Away at Anfield in the Carabao Cup last 16. Looks like they've gone pretty much full strength for this one, whereas we have rested quite a few players, as we of course know that the Carabao Cup is the lowest of our priorities this year. We have still got some starters out there, as I would like to make it to the quarters, but yeah, not too fussed if we head out here. Here comes Malero down the left. First time Liverpool have really been forward. And Stanisic does really well to stand him up and win the ball. Godfrey now into Pau Torres, who is getting the start today. Gibbs White looks for Cali Muendo, who's on the run in behind. Oh, away from his man brilliantly. Cali Muendo, good effort. And Alisson getting the start in the cup today as well, has to turn it away. Brilliant little ball roll inside and a full stretch. Palms it away. Neves will swing the corner in. It's over Cali Muendo. Only as far as Kefren Turam, whose effort is pretty comfortably held by Alisson. On the ball high up the pitch there with Kvaratskhelia, who looks to create something. Gibbs White, Kvaratskhelia stays down. Kefren Turam! It's another goal for the French midfielder. This is why I started him today. Kvaratskhelia did really well to press high up and win the ball. And he stayed down after taking a little knock. Kefren drills it into the bottom corner. A little bit worried about the injury to our Georgian winger, but Kefren Turam puts us ahead here at Anfield, and we lead Liverpool again for the second time this year after beating them earlier on in the league. Godfrey does well, slides into the tackle, and now Kefren out to Karim Adeyemi. Cali Muendo in the middle, and Gibbs White, who should have scored. Cali Muendo picks up the loose ball. Now it's Kvaratskhelia who loses out, and we really should have capitalised there. Liverpool just growing into things here. Bellingham, good ball round the corner. Shot comes in and Mendy does well to turn it behind. Going to get some fresh legs on here. Well, Liverpool have the corner, which goes short. It's swung into the middle and Pau Torres does really well. Now we could break. Could be a 2v1 here. Great opportunity. Joseph sent through. We scored a goal just like this with Victor Osimhen a few years ago at Chelsea. And Brennan will not finish the game off, as the offside flag is raised, and I can't believe we've not extended our lead there. Joseph racing away, had Brennan with him, but waited too long to lay it off, and the offside flag is raised. Joseph on the run again. Surely this time it will count, and Brennan Johnson will tap home this time. Lovely bit of showboating as well, and Joseph to Johnson. And now we are into the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup. Little bit of quality off the bench has sealed it. Kefren into the space for Joseph. He squares it to Johnson. And Johnson makes no mistake this time. 2-0, game over. And that, I think, will do it. There is the whistle. It's another victory for Nottingham Forest. And another clean sheet as well. What is happening with us? We're keeping clean sheets for fun at the moment. We've defeated Jurgen Klopp's side here at Anfield, and we will make it to the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup. We're just getting warmed up for the FA Cup, lads. Don't worry about it. Well, guys, we are going to end things there. It's been the perfect episode. 6 wins from a possible 6 games into the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, defeating Liverpool, who are keeping pace with us in second place. So let's go and find out who it is we will face in the quarterfinals before finishing off the episode. It will be Newcastle United. Tough trip away to St James's Park. Obviously, they and Liverpool, the closest rivals to us in the Premier League, and they're the only team to have stopped us from winning so far this season. We're 8 wins from 9 in the league. We've been absolutely brilliant, and I'm hoping that will continue to the end of the season, where we can hopefully win a domestic double or potentially even treble if we win the Carabao Cup as well. That's where we'll leave it for now though, guys. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next episode very soon. Peace.